I fell in love with London Quinn in high school, even though she told me not to. If you're driving, I'm picking music.
Life can feel serene, and then a single rock breaks the surface.
London?
Sending ripples through all of time.
My eyes are sweating
yes,
already,
looks
and we
good.
haven't even got to the interview yet. Based on the best-selling novel Someone Like You, we've got the stars of the film, Jake Allen and Sarah Fisher. They are joining us now, along with Karen Kingsbury, who is the author. Thanks so
Yes.
much, everybody, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sarah, Karen, let's start with you. Let's talk about what is Someone Like You? What is it about?
Well, Someone Like You is a love story. It's complicated. It's about two people who find each other at a season of their greatest loss and greatest pain. But despite that, through a series of really explorations, they're able to find healing and find hope. And they never really meant to fall in love, but it's a love story, so you know.
Yeah, I love a good love story. Sarah, tell us about your character, Andy.
Well, Andy is found at the beginning of the story, kind of a perfect day in the life of, she's happy, she feels like she knows who she is, and then she gets hit with this news, and she wants to go meet her biological parents and get to know her sister. Until she finds out, of course, that there was a tragic accident, and so it's a beautiful story for Andy and journey of self-discovery and love and family and. Yeah, it becomes, and it leads her to Dawson, and, the two find a really beautiful relationship and connection there. So yeah, there's a huge arc for her and what she goes through, but at the end, it's love through and through, no matter who it is, with her family, with her biological parents that she meets, with Dawson. It's just love all around. It's a really beautiful journey she's on.
Yeah, and speaking of Dawson, Jake, you got to tell us about your character, Dawson.
Yes, Dawson is a young man who's lived a very happy but a very small life in his hometown in Alabama, and he's pretty much ready to live the rest of it with his best friend and perhaps the love of his life, and tragically loses her and finds himself at his lowest. But that's usually when the light comes, and he ends up going on this amazing, tragic, beautiful, hopeful journey, and through it finds love.
Yeah, for sure. Karen, so you're obviously best-selling author, but this is the first film that is being turned into a movie. Why did we start with this one?
Well, we knew that if we were going to put our savings into making this movie, which is what we did and what we've done, that it had to be gorgeous. It had to be cinematic, beautiful lake scenes and cinematography with, hiking and drone shots that were just breathtaking, and it had to have a high concept. And this story, at the center of it, there's an embryo adoption, like a young woman who did not know she was adopted as an embryo, and there's never been a story like that. So I think on top of everything else, romance is back at the theaters, and people want a good love story that they can see again and again, like just a favorite. And Someone Like You is going to fit all of those boxes.
Yeah, for sure. Sarah, maybe you could answer this one for us. What do you hope that people are going to come away with while they're watching this movie?
I hope that, a big word that we keep using is hope. I hope they feel hopeful. The other thing I hope they get those butterflies that you get from going to the theater, and being exposed to such a beautiful story. And what I love about the story as well is the love isn't just between Andy and Dawson. It's really between all of these families. There's so many beautiful relationships in this story. So I hope it makes people, feel hopeful, feel full of love and light. And, that sometimes in the darkest moments, that's when the light shines through, and that you're not alone in that. We're all in our own version of that, and that's going to have its ups and downs. But I hope that people leave this feeling a bit of that light.
Yeah, for sure. Our interest is piqued, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Karen's right. I mean, I love a good love story.
Yes.
And I love going to the movies to see
Yeah,
a
get
good
those-
love story.
that's right.
So I absolutely love the idea of that.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be right back.